Yeah, I mean, the performance I thought was decent. We had some really good moments, and then we had some stretches where we weren't particularly good, or some areas of the game where we weren't particularly good. And fortunately, we were able to come up with a play when we needed it most and get a win. But we've got some things that we need to continue to iron out. Well, I mean, it is. We are talking about it, certainly without making it some monster that we can't overcome. I think largely it's a concentration thing. It's a little bit of a letdown. It's a little bit of a lack of a response to an opponent's increased effort, or desire to get back into the game. And that's something that we've all been around the sport long enough to know that these things happen, that it is a possibility, and that we just have to do a better job of making plays in those moments in the 5 to 10 minutes after we score a goal to make sure that we don't allow the other team to regain momentum. And it's a hard thing to train, but again, we're talking about it. We're acknowledging that it currently exists and trying to overcome it. Yeah, I mean, I think the CAA so far this year has really done well to compete and win some big matches against non-conference opponents. I don't know what the overall non-conference record is for teams right now, but when the first RPI comes out on the 28th, I'm sure that there will be 2 or 3 teams that have some very favorable RPIs, and that'll be certainly exciting for the league. I think top to bottom, the league is extremely competitive, and that's going to be one of our challenges, is kind of refocusing our guys. We've obviously played a tough schedule, but there's a different element to CAA games. There's a little bit more of a grind and a little bit more of results kind of resting on a knife's edge, one play here or there deciding results. And our games ironically have been kind of like that. We've played 4 overtime matches, and the other 3 games have been close as well. So I think we've maybe been able to replicate some of that. The issue for us will be understanding that it makes no difference what a team's record is, what their results have been to this point. When you get to CAA play, the games are all tight, and everybody's capable of beating everybody else. Yeah, I mean, Charleston's had a good start to their season. They've played a very competitive schedule, and they've gotten some results. And so, we think that they'll be improved over last year, certainly. That going down there is never an easy task. It's a long trip for us. But, again, I think just getting our mindset right in terms of trying to continue to put in the kind of performances that we have been, hopefully improving on those aspects that I mentioned, where we have struggled a little bit in our first 7 games. And if we can do that, I know that we'll be competitive. We just have to, again, just make more plays than they do.